Point number 4 that I want to bring out, he will still love his wife no matter how great you are. Can we say it again? And you know what? I definitely feel that way when I watch Martell and Melody on screen. Even in the latest episodes, him being hopeful that the family will get back together. And I'm pretty sure he is feeling that way for the kids. Like, a part of him is feeling that way, because he wants to see his kids and, everybody in one household. But a part of that is because he knows he still loves Melody. You know what I mean? I feel like he would feel that way if the kids was grown and out the house. You know what I mean? He would still be hopeful that one day that they could be together or whatever, because women like Melody, and I'm pretty sure the women that listen to my channel, we don't come along every day. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. These men start thinking like, dang, it must be somebody else out there that's like this. Wrong. You quickly find out that is not the case. So the writer mentioned, you may be his perfect baby doll and new best friend, but she's the mother of his children. That bond and history are like cement, especially if she's loyal and still loves him. She controls the mood in the home and the happiness of his kids. He will not risk disruption of his children's development. They are his proudest achievement. Ain't that something? Woo, when she said that, that really, really hit home. Like, that really kind of like solidified. And even for me, it made me think like, it's this big debate online where people feel like they don't want to date anybody with kids if they don't have any kids. And that's what that made me think of. Like, even if the guy wasn't married to his child's mother, it's just like, that bond is cement. And I'm trying to have a cement bond with the guy. So, you know what I mean? Go ahead back to whoever or somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I already have my reservations with dealing with single men with children. So let alone like a married man with kids, like that would have to definitely be an unbreakable bond, or a bond that I wouldn't even want to try to or think that I could penetrate. So I think it's interesting. I feel like I said, if you have aspirations as a side chick to one day be the wife, I don't think it's going to happen. You're better off maybe leaving that man alone and letting like life happen. And of course, we don't want no divorce or anything like that. But if it was meant to be, I'd rather not. My advice would, I wouldn't want to have a hand in making it like dissolve either. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm thinking, but whatever. And the last point that I wanted to mention from this article is he'll finally admit he cannot leave his wife. So after all that tossing and flossing, all that sweet nothings, I will love you anyway, that he was singing in your ear, making you feel like you was the only girl for him, and here's where he wants to be, he'll eventually let you know, like, I can't leave my wife. I can't leave my kids. So the writer says, you will feel used and cheap when he finally tells you things really aren't that bad, and that he cannot reconcile you with his obligations at home, and that he cannot reconcile you with his obligations at home. You now know that he values his safe, predictable, wealthy lifestyle far more than living an open, honest new life with you. Mistresses are like diamonds, sparkly, beautiful, and only worn for certain occasions. Wives are like water, needed every day to sustain the well-being of his family, relatives, financial, and social status. Wives are part of the core. Mistresses are marginal. Both women are kept in the dark. I think that's good. And I actually really like this writer, because the simple fact, I feel like she really took the time to learn from this situation. I think in life sometimes we may end up in things that we are less than ideal, that our better mind tells us not to go into. But I really feel like we take the power back when we speak about them and talk about the lessons that we learned from this situation. And that's why I really like this article. I think you should go and check it out. It's called 10 Inevitable Things That Happen When You Are a Mistress. I really appreciate this writer's transparency. I only said about 5 that I really felt like really hit home for the situation that we see play out, in the media with Martell, Melody, and the side chick and the mistress and the whole infidelity thing, that I feel like can kind of be true in a lot of different areas. Because basically, if you're even in a situation that's similar, you may not even be a mistress, but if you feel like you're dealing with somebody that's not making you a priority, and if you start noticing that like you've been dating this person, y'all thinking y'all real strong, real good, and y'all not spending holidays together, like, come on now. You basically in a relationship like you with a dude that's married. You know what I mean? You're getting fed crumbs too, So it's just something to think about. Like I said, I felt like it was something that we all could learn from. Let me know what you guys think. What point in particular really stood out to you? And I hope that none of us end up in a situation like this, It's more in store for you. You get a whole man that, let me speak that. Let that be affirmation. I got a man that got eyes only for me, in me, and wants me, and I only want him, and we gonna be riding the sunset together, because I just want that for everybody. I even want that for Arionne, because you gotta think, and I know y'all don't like me making her a victim, but you gotta think, it gotta be something there, and she feels as though that's all that she deserves, Even the best woman, I feel like, would be like, after a year or so, be like, man, forget all this. Like, I need more, and let me go get somebody that could give it to me. But the fact that she was with this person, with Martell, for years, it still ain't the wife. Yeah. So I don't want that to be none of us. I mean, like I said, I know that won't be none of us. But anyway, again, let me know what y'all think of this video, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.